Well, good morning everybody. I'm up at the Beehive Lakes campsite at the moment. It's in the lower end of Derbyshire, just inside the National Forest. It's an absolutely beautiful day here. As you can see, I'll show you around in a little while. What I wanted to do was just a quick review of a torch. This is a torch that I've had for many years now. This is a Nebo Big Larry 2. Has a torch on the top, and it has a Cob Light in there, which is a work light, which also uses red lights as well. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but that is the torch. That is 200 lumens, and I'll just read these. That runs for 8 to 24 hours, because all of these lights are dimmable. You can have them up full power, or you can dim them down to 30%. The next one is the red one, which unfortunately you won't be able to see that very good. That's the main Cob Light. If we click it again, see it goes to red and eventually goes to a flashing red light. You won't see these in the daylight, but what I will do later this evening when it starts to get dark, I'll show you how these work. The main torch is very good if you just want a basic torch. If you want a floodlight for an area, you want the Cob Light, and again, as I say, they are all dimmable. It's also got a metal clip on the back, and it's also magnetic base, so if you've got somewhere like underneath a car hood, anything metal, you can pop this on there and you've got a floodlit area. Now, as I say, the front light is 200 lumens, and that will go for 8 to 24 hours depending on how bright or how dim you have it. The main Cob Light, the working light, that is 500 lumens, and that will go between 2.5 and 14.5 hours. So it's quite a good run time for quite a powerful lamp. The red one is 40 lumens, and that will run 20 to 30 minutes, again depending on how bright or how dim you have them. And the flashing one, that is the same as well. The run time, no, it's about 40 hours for that. So that's pretty good. As I say, they're quite a robust torch. I've got a smaller version of this which takes different batteries. This one is the non-rechargeable version, and that takes 3 AA batteries. Now, I've had these batteries in for a few years since I bought the torch. It's probably about 4 or 5 years, and they're still going. I don't use it all the time, I use it rather sparingly, but even so, get the same life out of the batteries for 3 or 4 years is pretty good. They haven't corroded up. It's a lovely bit of kit, very handy, doesn't weigh much. I'd say probably 40-50 ounces, something like that. It's not that heavy, but say it's a lovely torch. What I will do, I'll bring you back later when the sun's gone down, it starts to get a bit darker, and I'll show you how the lights work. Right, this is the children's play area at the Beehive Lakes. This is at the top of one of the camping fields. And if we spin around, you can see there are pods. These pods, there are 5 of them. Each one has a double bed, it has a heater, it has a small refrigerator, and they are very well insulated. So in the colder weathers like we've been having, although it's sunny here now, it's just above freezing. And my wife unfortunately doesn't do the cold too well these days. But that doesn't matter, because we just stay in a pod and we have the heater and the double bed, and it is very cosy. As you can see, it's set in some woodland. This is only a very small woodland. There is a much bigger one further on. There is a nice camping area which you can use. You can camp inside there. There's some little pathways running through. This is the top field. And as you can see, there's a lot of space there. There is just one caravan here at the moment, apart from us. And it is absolutely silent. There are CCTV points set up all around the park, so they keep a very close eye on what's happening. There are coded barriers in and out, so it is a very secure place to stay. At night there's almost no light, so if you want to do any observing, it's an ideal place to do it. If you look at the stars or anything, it's beautiful. Anyway, we'll go down, we'll have a look at one of the lakes. It's called Horseshoe Lake, and it's right down the bottom of this path. This is the second camping area. At the moment the gate is closed, but do have permission to go through it. Again, this is quite a big area here. There are 3 fishing lakes here, stocked with fish, which you can also fish in. We'll go down now and we'll have a look at the lake. This is the first lake and it's called Horseshoe Lake. You'll see why when we get down there. Okay, this is Horseshoe Lake. As you can see, it's quite a nice lake. Sorry about the sun, it is very bright at the moment. But the lake itself is well stocked with a lot of fish. It has several places around, like this one, where anglers can set up their equipment. It's a beautiful lake, and this is called Horseshoe. There are 2 others over in that direction which are actually a bit bigger than this, and again anglers can set up all their equipment there. There is CCTV, you can probably see on the poles. These are scattered throughout the campsite, making sure that everything is safe. It's all recorded so they know exactly what's going on. It's a very secure site, this one. Over there, if you walk past the lakes, you've got acres and acres of woodland to walk through, with wild fruit growing on trees. You can take those, just have a gentle walk, sit around the lakes in the seats, and it's a very, very pleasant place to be. It is extremely relaxing. Okay, we're back. It's about 5:30. The sun's gone down. It's pretty dark now. We'll show you what the torch can do. We'll put it onto the first beam, which is 200 lumens. Now those trees are about, I would say about 40 to 50 yards away. And as you can see, it lights up all of those very easily. Now if we have a look at the Cob Light, this is the main work light. As you can see, that still illuminates them, but it isn't meant as a long distance light. However, as you can see, it's lighting up all the grass. So as a general floodlight, this could work very well. And as I said before, they can be dimmed down, all of them. So we'll have a look at the red light now. Again, the red light will just about illuminate the trees. Oh, got a car going past. And then if we click it one more time, that will now send out an SOS in red. So all in all, it's a nice little torch, very easy to carry. Now I don't know if you'll be able to see this. I'll just turn the camera up. And there are stars up there. This is a beautiful, what they call a dark sky area. And if you have a look through the trees, you may just be able to see Jupiter twinkling away over there. Anyway, at the moment, the temperature has dropped right down. It's now starting to get really frosty. So I think we're in for quite a good ground frost tonight. But anyway, that was a quick talk about the torch, the Nebo Big Larry 2, and a nice walk around the site at Beehive Lakes. Thank you very much. Bye.